Hi, I'm Jamie Reed, Technical Account Manager in GitLab's Customer Success Department. And I'm here today to talk a little bit about the CI workshop materials that TAMs have available to them to deliver to customers. We have a handbook page that outlines the available materials, but in short, what's accessible is a pre-built set of material that you can use to present to customers, whether they're brand new to GitLab, just migrating from another CI tool, or if they've got years of experience with GitLab CI. There's either adoption or enablement material here accessible to you as a TAM that can help you plan a roughly 60-minute to up to 2-hour enablement kind of lunch and learn session that's not intended to be a hands-on keyboard demo experience, and it's not intended to compete with our professional services training offerings, but is meant to help you as a TAM enable your customers either deepen their adoption or get to first value with GitLab CI. And where do you start? What I would recommend is starting with the collaboration project issue template. So here, the team has helped develop an issue template, which you can grab a copy of and use as a starting point for an issue in your customer collaboration project to jointly develop an agenda with your customer that best fits their level of experience and the areas of interest that they might have. Once you've gotten to the place where you have a customer that has agreed to a set agenda, you have an idea of how much time that's going to take you to present, the next step would be to actually schedule a meeting. And what I wanted to cover here was a tip and trick around how to do that where registration is enabled. And to do that, you absolutely have to currently use Zoom's web interface. So you got to log into zoom.us/meeting and click schedule a meeting. When you do so, you'll be presented with the option to require registration for your meeting. So once you've got the agenda and the time slot agreed with your customer, I strongly recommend creating the meeting in this way so that when users accept the invite, they'll be prompted to register. And the benefit of that is you as the facilitator of this session now are going to have a long-lived record of people's names and emails so that if there's any kind of asynchronous follow-up after your meeting, you've got a record of who's who and how to get a hold of them. Once you have the meeting planned, you understand what you're to present, draw from the 2 pre-built decks that are linked in the handbook page themselves. There's a lunch and learn or intro to GitLab CI/CD with a set agenda that helps introduce GitLab itself, our architecture, and the basics of CI/CD that you need to have a foundational understanding of in order to be successful. Or if you're presenting to a customer that already has adopted GitLab CI and is looking for a deeper level of enablement, there's about 80+ slides in the advanced CI configuration deck that you can use to cover things like different pipeline architectures, pipeline logic like rules, and a whole host of other interesting and exciting topics that your customers will enjoy. We get really great feedback from customers on these sessions, and I highly encourage you to think about running them, even for customers that are well adopted and well down the path of using GitLab CI. If you're interested in more, I would encourage you to talk to your colleagues. The other tip and trick that I'll share before I sign off here is to say, you're certainly not alone in running these things. Usually the rule that I try and use is for every 10 to 20 attendees, try and invite one of your colleagues to co-facilitate the session. It's always very effective to have a TAM colleague of yours join to address questions and answers asynchronously in chat as you speak through the slides. Other improvements as a result of a Q3 OKR that the West team here on the enterprise side finished are now in the advanced CI deck. There's speaker notes for almost every slide. So if you've never presented this or seen it presented before, the speaker notes are a great starting place to understand the concepts you're meant to convey with each slide. If you want additional comfort in doing this, it's always a great idea to volunteer to co-facilitate, i.e. by answering questions during another customer's enablement session. And there's lots of pre-recorded sessions available on Chorus, or just ask your manager for a copy of a recently presented session. I hope that helps and provides you some interesting tips and tricks to be successful in delivering CI workshops for your customers. Good luck and have fun.